Welcome to the all-in-one PC integration video for the LG all-in-one PC chassis. In this concise video, we will cover the key steps that apply to integrating, servicing and upgrading this all-in-one PC. This includes opening the chassis, installing the desktop board, connecting internal peripherals and cables, configuring the LCD panel, and direction for further component choices. This system includes a chassis with stand, a power supply unit, cables, thermal conductive pad, and various fasteners. Place the system face down on a non-scratch surface, remove the two rear cover screws and pull up on the rear cover from the lower edge. Where required, attach the thermal retention mechanism and thermal conductive pad securely on the underside of the desktop board as shown. Carefully integrate the components in an electrostatic safe environment using the correct and appropriately sized tools. Make sure you install the I/O shield the correct way up. Place the desktop board into the chassis. First fasten the optical drive into its carrier and then place the carrier into the chassis, sliding the locking tabs under the mounts provided. Fasten the single retention screw at the rear of the drive. First fasten the hard drive into its carrier and then place the carrier into the chassis, fastening both retention screws. Install the CPU fan with the grey side facing upwards, fasten both retention screws. It is recommended that you plan your cable routing before connecting the cables to the headers on the desktop board. Connect the first connector of the SATA power cable to the hard drive. Connect the second connector to the optical disk drive. And connect the last elbow connector to the desktop board. Connect one end of the SATA data cable to the hard drive and connect the elbow end to the desktop board. Connect one end of the second SATA data cable to the optical disk drive and connect the elbow end to the desktop board. Now connect the front panel connectors, connect the LVDS cable, which you can ease into place with the tip of a small screwdriver as shown. Now connect the front panel cables and the USB cables. Connect the high-definition audio cable, digital microphone cable, and speaker cable. Connect the CPU fan cable. Attach the wireless antennas. Do this by aligning the antenna labelled main over the text imprinted in the chassis and between the two plastic fins on the upper edge of the system. Remove the upper adhesive backing and stick the antenna down. Now remove the lower adhesive backing and stick the foil part to the chassis. Repeat this process for the auxiliary antenna on the left-hand side of the chassis. Connect both wireless antenna cables. Set the correct backlight inverter and LCD panel voltage as shown. Install the system fan above the optical disc drive. Ensure the edge of the fan rests on the lip provided in the chassis and does not interfere with the cables beneath it. Then fasten both retention screws. Connect the system fan cable to the desktop board header. Install the thermal solution, loosely tightening the screws to the chassis before tightening the 4 screws that secure it to the desktop board. Reattach the rear cover by first lining up the clips at the top edge of the cover and then moving the lower edge into place. Replace the 2 rear cover screws. Stand the system upright. Now that you have completed the hardware integration process, the system is ready to be powered on. Connect the power supply to a compatible outlet. Lastly, apply the optimum settings for the LCD panel in the BIOS. Integrating an all-in-one PC gives you the freedom to choose components that meet specific customer needs. Choose a thin mini-itx desktop board with Intel 3rd generation core processors to enable a great computing experience. For this all-in-one system, a thermal solution is not included and must be ordered separately. Add the correct storage, memory and wireless components to complete your design. Thank you for watching this all-in-one PC integration video. For more information, consult the documentation supplied with the system, desktop board and the URL provided below.